Back to Hogwarts Legacy. So today I am just doing a trial on doing a live stream. So at the current moment, I will be honest with you, this is shown unlisted and as private, but I will obviously make it live once. So it's just more to see how this is going to work on live stream. As some of you who may have watched my previous Dreamlight Valley live stream will know that it just conked out. The stream just conked out without warning that it was going to do so. So this will probably be short, since it may be an hour or so, but for the moment let's just kind of bring you up to speed as we make our way maybe around, just to perhaps get a few of the freebies and things like that, or some of the things like this while we're... So essentially I have had some issues trying to upload videos on YouTube from this, which is the reason why you haven't seen any for some time. I've reached out to both YouTube, and today eventually I was told by my brother that it could be down to the fact that it might be the performance mode that I'm using. So I changed it to what I used when I actually essentially did it when I first started doing the videos, and to my Kerrigan, nothing actually happened. I got the same thing, so I reached out to both YouTube and Warner Brother support, and I am still yet to... Right, there's a cat there and there's 3 rats there and it did nothing. Okay, I will assume that they were just animagus rats. Anyway, so yes, I've heard nothing back from them, so I'm trying this out at an actual layer. I've discovered a lower frame rate. So it's still giving good quality, as you can see. Anyway, the whole essence of this is that I had to restart the whole game again, get it to this point. Because the videos I did, I just couldn't upload whatsoever. So my point in actually just explaining all this is just to let you know that if some things appear different from what you see in the last video that I did, it's because of that. So for example, if I go into here, I'm a slightly higher level than I was in the video, which was 8. I'm a level 10. So I will apologise for that. I'm sorry about that. But in order to get this out for you to watch, that is what I had to do to enable to do it. But if this goes well, I will probably stream it a bit more often. Anyway, one thing I want to do is I want to go and get my hair changed, because I love the way that kid just randomly appeared in. Right, I want to go and get my hairstyle changed, because I did change it in the previous one. Oh, it was just literally up here. Must have run it past it at least twice. Yeah, so things like what I would have done in here I haven't got. I've just seen a flying page. Where is it? I mean, this is the only drawback, is is the fact that it does just bounce straight into my characters.
How would one like to be styled today?
Right, I haven't actually, well, I haven't been in here. Oh, I don't know if you saw that middle mannequin head just now, but it almost kind of looked like a bit like Sirius Black. Right, anyway, so I want to get my hair changed. At the end of the day, when I did this, it was more to model it on one of my actual great uncles from the Victorian times. And all I've done essentially is just given him my hairstyle, which is not what he had. So let's talk to
Hello.
her and change it.
Come in. Welcome to Madame Snelling's Tress Emporium. I'm sure I've no need to introduce myself. They used to call me Snelly. Oh, Snelly, why aren't you studying to be an aura? But I showed them. They're stuck in the dust at the ministry, and I'm here thriving. Absolutely thriving. But look at you. Look at you. I can certainly see why you paid me a visit. Looking for a change, are we?
I mean, I don't know if I said this in the previous video, but if this is how she talks to her customers, is it any wonder she's thriving? But I think I can get the impression from the way she's talking. She's probably from round the London and surrounding counties area.
Why not, I say? What sort of change?
Some are going for that muggle with consumption, sort of death becomes me allure. But you won't find poisons here. No need for chloride of lime or ammonia when you have magic. Why don't you spend a moment choosing how you'd like to look? You can change your hair too if you'd like.
I don't know whether she was... I think she was talking in terms of...
What services do you offer?
What is it you might be interested in?
The other thing you might actually notice is that the facial features may be slightly different to the one I had previously, because I just couldn't remember the actual one I picked. But at the end of the day, as I said, this was meant to be kind of based on a great uncle from that time period. So it was not meant to be more about what I look like. So now what I wanted to, I mean, at the end of the day, I can go for any hairstyle I want. The other thing I've realised is that I don't, because unfortunately the photo that I have was not a colour one, I'm assuming that his hair was jet black, so I might just lighten it a bit while I'm here. So this is probably more like the hairstyle he would have had. But of course, naturally, it would have been combed to the actual right, because we do it on the side that we have always done it on the side that we button. So the button holes are on. So this is actually the American hairstyle here. But then I say that, it could well have been different a bit then. I may well be just speaking in terms of what it was like last century. So I did really like the look of this. I think this was a bit too overreaching for my liking, to be honest. And oh no, I'm not quite sure that my great uncle would have appreciated that look. But there was another one that I did like the look of. I think it was this one. I mean, this. See, this is the actual side that we would comb it on. I might actually just line it up to, because I did this in a jet black, which is what my hair colour was. So I think I will lighten it up a bit. Yeah, I think I prefer that at my current moment. But then I'm also, you know what, I'm just going to go with this for now. Unfortunately, I think this is me projecting my No, not that one. Where did it go? Yeah, I think this is again just me projecting my type of hairstyle. But what I'll do is I'm going to lighten it up. So it's almost kind of the Harry Potter hairstyle there, isn't it? I might just go and balmy. I'm pretty sure. Is that, yeah, that was oh, there it is. Right, so this is, I think this is the one I'm kind of liking more. See, that's the Eric Clopton, who's one of our Ravenclaw fellow students. But yeah, I'm going to go with it. I'm going to rock this for a little while. It's very kind of Grindelwald as well. At the end of the day, I can have it whatever colour I really want it. So I'm kind of having to guess what colour. Right, okay, so I think I'll go with that. It's kind of a oh, that's ginger. Actually, I really like that. Trying to find a light brown colour. Yeah, that's the colour I was trying to go for. It's difficult to see when you. Yeah, so that. I think I like that because it's kind of a cross between blonde and brown. So I just need to adjust the eyebrows, I think, to that as well. Not that you can really see them, to be honest, but let me just see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so it's on dot 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so that's it then. I am going to confirm that because I don't want to keep delaying this.
Take care now, and I shall hope to see you soon.
Right, so I think I must have. Oh yes, because I came in and spoke to the last time, didn't I? Right, I'm not really a cat lover. I will admit that. Although it's very ironic that one of the actual ornaments I actually have stand on my shelf is a statue of the ancient Egyptian goddess Bastet. Oh, that was an owl that I saw. That's just what I didn't. You imagine me echoing an owl. It wouldn't be right. Oh, it's starting to rain. So it's the first time I've actually seen it raining in this. Right, so I'm going to get back into my other outfit. I mean, I do like this, and it's one that I don't really want to kind of sell. Well, actually, I could just overlay it, couldn't I, with my fanatic? Right, so I finally managed to get the Merlin robe, but I thought that would be more of an occasional. And to be honest with you, I would say that would be more of an actual astronomer robe than it would be, I think, Merlin. I know that he was known for many things and that because he was deemed to be a powerful wizard, but not quite sure that this would be the type of robe he might have worn. But hey, who knows? It is the but here's what I want to put on. And you can actually, if you hold it up, you can put the hood up as well. Right, so we're going to go to... Actually, while we're here, we might as well just go to this fella up here. Oh, wrong one. Oh, actually, while I'm here, although I can't get it at this precise moment, there is one of these chests here, so everybody's been looking for it. It's there. I will not lie when I say that I probably might, when I'm not streaming this or that, probably.
Well,
So
hello there.
Hello there. Right, okay, let's speak.
Pardon me, sir. I'm here for the seeds Professor Weasley arranged for me to collect.
Oh, the dittany for the new 5th year. I take it that's you then. Merlin's beard. Starting Hogwarts as a 5th year. You must be positively reeling from it all.
Not at all. I'm choosing to see it all as one big adventure.
Well, bravo. Not everyone has the temperament to take things as they come. Name's Timothy Teasdale, by the way, and this is my shop, the Magic Neep. I keep the cart out here because I like a good chat. Can't very well be in the thick of things if I'm hidden away inside now, can I?
I suppose not.
In addition
Sounds
to
like he's got a bit of a Yorkshire,
grow everything myself. My
Yorkshire
speciality
accent
is
there.
potion ingredients, even pippin
Not as
purchases
pronounced,
from
but
me. But what say we get you a packet of Dittany seeds?
or we could have a Lancashire one.
Guess. You're after something fresh.
Right, I think it. Yeah, I was gonna say, I think it's just the Dittany. Oh, wrong button.
Do have a look around. Plenty of ingredients to pique your interest, I'd wager.
Right, so
You've a good head for business, haven't you?
I don't really want to get rid of this. I kind of like this, but I think we do get it again at a later point.
No one can say I don't keep a stacked shelf.
I'm sure no doubt I'll be back, Mr. Teasdale. Right, now, so I'm sure there's a... Where is it?
Revelio.
Oh.
Accio.
How on earth did it get it like that? Right, so one of the things I did was actually set this to... So I tried to change the HDR range because... and it gave it a very dark colour. In fact, it actually almost looked like it was from the Fantastic Beasts. Now, I didn't actually intend to come this way, but... in a way. Oh wow, I love that. It's just painting with it just magically in the air. Wow, I've never seen that. I've not seen that so far. Right, so this is where I was coming.
Cozy than Hogsmeade. Revelio.
Right, now, I don't know if you can hear that ringing noise, but that's telling you that there is something here. So, like for example, you can just see one of those. Oh, so that's what I could. Was probably indicating was here.
Revelio.
But there's one of those treasure chests up there. Right. Okay. So.
Come on inside. Oh, watch yourself though. Let's have you leave here alive.
And there's one inside as well. Right, so there is one of these. Now this, I do believe is actually up here.
Revelio.
Right, so in this instance I could see it, but if you actually do Revelio, it will just appear.
Come on inside. Oh, watch yourself though. Let's have you leave here alive.
Revelio.
Right, so this is the reason why she keeps saying I want you to leave here alive, is because of the fact that this is built around this particular tree. I love the fact that she's got the Niffler in the background there. Right, I'm just going to nick your ornate two-tone gloves. Right, so this lady here, she sells things like mandrakes and things like that.
Oof. Sorry I'm in a bit of a tizzy. I was just scolding some of the plants for spitting and nipping. I suppose it's my own fault for putting more than 4 to a tray. By the way, Beatrice Green is the name, but you may address me as Madam Green. Welcome to Dogweed and Deathcap. Oh, mind you don't knock the mandrakes. Oh, if there wasn't the constant demand for antidotes, I wouldn't need to stock so many of the little dears. Except, of course, for curses. And, well, if you've been petrified, then obviously you've come to the right place. Mind you don't knock the mandrakes. Oh, if there's an uprooting, you'll be the next one to drop dead, and I'm in no mood for a clear-up.
Wow.
Someone died here.
Aye. Fortunate, really, that it was just the one. Now then,
Fortunately, it's just the one.
today?
I think I'll just have a look around for now.
Very well. Let me know if you see anything you like.
It's not the way to sell
you
your
have for
wares,
sale?
lady. Right, so I'm just going to show you what she has, because I don't...
Some of what's
Oh, I do
available.
have some. Right, so this is the seeds that you can get. And you can also... But she also sells them as well. So, I'm not going to worry about them for a minute, because I want to get...
Doors always open. You be sure to stop by soon.
Alright, so the thing about these is they hold 500 galleons in each. So it's good to get them. So let's just go
Hogsmeade,
to
here
J
we come.
Neeps. No, J Pippins. I would admit it, you know, it's like when I did Assassin's Creed Valhalla, just seeing the pure landscape was beautiful on its own. I believe she was a Slytherin student. I mean, I know that there are plenty of people out there that either love or hate the Assassin's Creed Valhalla game, but I loved it mainly because of the actual scenery that they got in it, just like they have in here. See, she kind of puts me off a bit because she's doing that, and I didn't realise that this was actually one of the J Pippins was one I had to go
J.
to.
Pippin's potions.
Pardon me, sir.
Oh, thank goodness. When I heard the bell, I thought you were Miss Lawang. Not that she deigns to come here. Though, I don't believe I've seen your face here before, either.
It's my first time in Hogsmeade, actually.
Is it really? Well, Parry Pippin at your service. And this is J. Pippin's Potions. Potions for all ailments. You'll have read it on the sign, of course, but Grandfather always made me say it in full. How may I help you today?
Professor Weasley sent me to collect some recipes. I'm new at Hogwarts.
You're the student she sent the owl about. I set your things aside immediately. I suspected if you're anything like I was at your age, you'd want your potion supplies. Is it not the most fascinating art, potion making? Rivals anything you can do with a wand, I've always said.
Are potions really that versatile?
They may not be as showy as spellwork, but make no mistake, they are just as powerful. They can heal, destroy, protect. You'll discover all of this soon enough. As it's your first time in, I should mention that it's not just potion recipes I sell. I also offer ready-made drafts for all manner of uses, and I unveil new ones from time to time. Pop in when you can so you don't miss out on anything. But for now, let's get you those recipes, shall we? What can I do for you today?
Okay, so let's get this one, and we need to get this one.
Feel free to take a look at the rest of my inventory.
These are really
Or
expensive
come back
for
another time if
recipes,
you're in a rush today.
Well, that's everything.
but also it's got supplies as well. Right, so those are actually...
I hope to see you again. Farewell for now.
I might just quickly change these, and then actually they kind of go with the what's that I just had? Oh, this. Oh, he's in a kilt. Actually, I mean, that's not my actual clan tartan. Well, it's not too far from it, actually. Because obviously clan tartans, you generally had two types. Well, I say two types. I think it kind of depended. I mean, the ones that I've seen that for my clan, which is the clan McNaughton, I've got seen two types. I think though what I'll do is I'll actually overlay it with let's go with that for now. Let's just put the hood down. Right, okay, so let's go and find Sebastian.
Revelio.
One of the few things I will say that I don't like about this is the slowness of when you're walking inside a building of sorts. Right, so just in case you're wondering what I'm doing here, so this is the thing that Professor Fig talks about, which can direct you to your next location. What you do is just slightly tap the up button on the D-pad and it produces it. So if you see next to it says meet Sebastian at the town circle, that's the button I'm referring to. So just give it a tap and it'll just take you there, not...
I officially have all of my supplies.
Excellent.
Did you get what you needed for your sister?
I did. So I suppose the world is our oyster now. Let's see what else we can get up to.
Are we weakening him at all?
Keep at it! We'll wear him down eventually.
Potato! Stupid one.
Levioso!
Stupid one. Levioso. Accio. Stupid one.
That's right, you lumbering louts.
He's faltering.
Few more hits to do the job.
Oh,
What was that?
A taste of his own medicine.
Nicely done.
right, so here we go.
Goodness! A second troll! Did you two take on a fully grown troll? By yourselves?
I suppose so. It's all a bit of a blur, to be honest.
Merlin's beard. Are you all right?
We are, and we were glad to help.
I'd say help is a bit of an understatement. Nerve like that. The makings of an aura, if you ask me. If you are unharmed, perhaps the two of you wouldn't mind helping me put a few things back to where they were.
Of course, officer.
Singer. Officer Singer. And thank you, again.
Okay, just like she asked us to do the repairs and then she just disappears.
Reparo.
Oh, hello there. A moment if you would.
Lucky they didn't do more damage.
I'll tell you something, I would love to have this spell. I don't know why I keep holding the button because you only have to press it once and it just does the rest itself.
One less thing for Officer Singer to worry about.
Reparo.
I've always said that travel broadens the mind.
I thought I'd activated this one. But given the fact that that is stuck between that.
There. Good as new.
Wow, we are powerful to be able to do repair from that far. Right, so I believe it's just this now.
Reparo.
That's it. Yep, so now we're going to just go in and speak to...
Mr. Hill was just singing your praises.
Hello, Mr. Hill.
Sir, I don't believe we've met.
Allow me to introduce myself, Augustus Hill, clothier extraordinaire. I should like to thank you for your remarkable bravery in fighting those trolls, and not to mention your help restoring Hogsmeade to its rightful state.
I was happy to help.
Frankly, you deserve an Order of Merlin. But I can offer you something much more useful. I own Blackbag's wizardware, and among my inventory are some unique items that afford certain protections, as it were. Life-saving protections. And as I suspect this won't be your last dangerous encounter, I'd like to give you one such set of robes.
It's very kind of you, Mr. Hill, but I can't accept robes that I didn't pay for.
Nonsense! I insist! Now, let's try this on for size, shall we? Plenty for your perusal today. Take your time.
I should have only agreed to it if it... I mean, look, that is actually a lower level than what I'm wearing. I've got no choice but to get it.
That's a glad...
Right, so this is really about teaching your defense and offense, but as you can see, the reason it didn't take me so much trouble to deal with that troll is because of the high defense and offense I've got, and also the high level I'm on at the moment. It was a bit more difficult when I didn't have that in the previous, when I did the actual video recording for this originally. I'm not. So I've got to equip it. Wow. Okay. Right. Okay. So a lot of this stuff here is probably what I sold to some of the other vendors. In some cases, and they've just given it to him to sell. Anyway, for the moment, I might as well sell him.
I haven't said it before, it's a pleasure doing business with you. I suspect you have a sharp eye for fashion.
I'd say we've earned a butterbeer or two, wouldn't you? Might help me forget that I was almost pulverized by a troll.
I'd say that I agree with you.
Perfect. The 3 broomsticks is just this way.
Right, so I've got this.
Worthy items, Revelio to be inclined. You're most welcome to peruse my shop at your.
I'm going to worry about Sebastian for the moment because he'll wait. Right, okay, so.
Hello there. Come on in and have a look around. No touching if you have sticky fingers.
Well, I just need something, so. Well, I think he was more bothered about, as you can see, Sebastian's just patiently waiting out there for me. I thought there was something else. Oh, I didn't realise you could actually interact with the actual full outfits. Oh, that's interesting. I might have to do that in the future. Right, okay, yes, hang on. Is there anything that I can actually sell back to him? Right, so that, okay, well, both of those are too lower level. So I'm guessing they must have just upped the level just by me equipping the robe on this. So that's interesting. Right, so as far as we're, what we're getting from these is actually, I'll do this when I've finished streaming. I won't for the moment worry about it. Let me just go and sell the robes. So these robes that we're getting from
the... Ready for a little change in fashion, are we? Plenty to choose from here, so take your time.
No, we're just going to sell. I'm going to probably put that back on, to be honest.
I suspect you have a sharp eye for fashion.
I'm going to put that... back on and then just sell it. And then selling back will just give back for nothing.
I suspect you have a sharp eye for fashion.
I love the fact that he doesn't actually say anything about the fact of just giving back what he gave me. Right, okay, Sebastian, let's go.
Assuming it isn't utter bedlam in there, you might even meet Sirona, the owner. She's a good one to know.
You said you could get to the child when they came to Hogsmeade. That all you needed was a distraction. I gave you a distraction.
I just watched a student take down your distraction. Who's this child? What are you not telling me?
All you need to know is that if you cannot get to the child, then you have no value to me.
Let's go.
Did they see us?
I don't think so.
What was that goblin doing with Victor
He did.
Rookwood?
Ranrock is working with Rookwood.
The goblin from the Daily Prophet. I knew I'd seen him somewhere. Quickly, let's get inside the 3 broomsticks.
It's a treat to see you, Lodgok. I shall let you know if I hear anything.
Thank you, Sirona.
You be well.
So when I'd actually done all the previous videos, I'd actually got to the point where I was going to meet Lodgok, the goblin that just walked out.
Welcome. Butterbeer's on me. Heard about the attack. I shall be looking in on the other shopkeepers and residents shortly. Glad to see you two escaped injury.
Thanks to this one. Single-handedly took down a troll.
Is that right?
Not quite. You were there to help me as well, Sebastian.
My pleasure. I will say, trolls in Hogsmeade. That's never happened before. Something's not right. The only brutes we usually have to deal with are... How timely.
Was that Lodgok I saw leaving just now? Your clientele's not what it used to be, Sirona.
Not to worry, Victor. Once the two of you leave, the caliber of my clientele will greatly improve. I wouldn't do that if I were you, Theophilus.
Come now. No need for theatrics. I'm only here for this one anyway.
My friend is enjoying a well-earned butterbeer.
Only want a quick word.
Perhaps you didn't hear me. I said, my friend is busy.
One would think you all had enough bloodshed for one day. Come, Theophilus. The 3 broomsticks isn't what it used to be. Let's take our galleons elsewhere. Can't drink butterbeer forever.
Quite a lot of sarcasm in that.
Seems you've made an unfortunate enemy. Watch your back. Rookwood and Harlow are worse than any troll you might encounter.
Trolls? Ranrock and Rookwood? What are you not telling me?
I promised to tell you everything, but it's perhaps best I do that later.
I love the fact that his eyes look more green there than they do blue.
We should head back to the castle.
Yes, I think you're right.
I'm certainly glad Sirona was there. Told you she was one of the good ones.
I can see that. She didn't seem at all intimidated by Rookwood and Harlow.
I think you'll need to tell me why Victor Rookwood has you in his sights. But we can talk later. For the moment, we should return to the castle. Professor Weasley's certain to hear about the troll attack soon if she hasn't already. Don't want to risk another detention for getting back after hours.
I'm not sure she'd give us detention for that. Right, is it the grand staircase? Yes, there we go. Yeah, so I was only laughing because Sebastian's hand just went through his robe. So I don't think I was just laughing untowardly, that's all I was laughing at. Right, so now we have our own owl. Okay, so what are we doing now? Oh, maybe I need to go outside and trigger the next part. Right, I'm hoping if I can, I want to just show you, well, I hope if I can show you, I will do, if not I'll do it tomorrow. Oh, there we go. Come and see me, I've discovered something in the locket we found at Gringotts. Right, so obviously that wasn't there just now, and it's probably going to, so if you press L3...
I've discovered something in the locket we found at Gringotts.
I might just fast travel there. So let's go to the astronomy wing. Oh, isn't it ironic that I haven't actually gone to his actual food flame yet?
How nice to see you, my young friend.
Okay, well, thankfully he's not that far from here. Now, I know some streamers have been reporting they had claims for the music, but one of the videos I did actually upload, I did get a claim on it, and it was literally removed the next day. Right, now we've unlocked that. So one of the things I also do is you see things like this. See it now, I'll have a quick read of that in a minute. This is the bit I hate, is when you have to wait. But I have discovered there is a way of actually doing that. So before we, well, let me just go into this. So if you go into the map, and if you're sitting, if you go to a specific place, so for example, some of the side quests that may require you to do it at night, you just press R3 and it will sit you down and wait until that phase comes through. So, so this is basically Professor Fig. As if my schedule wasn't congested enough, the Ministry has charged me with arranging the rather inconvenient arrival of a new student at Hogwarts, a fifth year, if you can believe. Professor Weasley insists that they will need an escort and a mentor to help them. I'm assuming that's acclimatise before term begins. I have assigned the task to you. Please see Professor Weasley for details. Professor Phineas Nigellus Black, Headmaster. So this just shows you just how an arrogant man he was. But what I find ironic is that he didn't actually like the Death Eaters very much, which makes me wonder if he actually liked any of his own descendants that were Death Eaters.
Professor, I'm glad to see you.
And I you. Thank Merlin you're in one piece. I heard about the attack. Trolls in Hogsmeade?
Sir, the trolls were wearing armor. It had that dark glow like the dragon collar.
Goblin silver. Ranrock used it to control the dragon. But how? And why send trolls too?
They were there because of me. I overheard Ranrock talking with Victor Rookwood.
Ranrock was in Hogsmeade with Rookwood.
The trolls were Ranrock's distraction so that Rookwood could get to me. And he would have, had Sirona and the patrons at the Three Broomsticks not intervened.
This is grave news indeed. If Ranrock's goblins and dark wizards are after you, they want what we found in that vault.
Speaking of the vault, do you think that Ranrock is working with any of the goblins at Gringotts?
I do not. Gringotts goblins aren't typically the friendliest of beings, but they have a great deal of integrity. No, I dare say after what happened to that poor banker, the goblins at Gringotts are no followers of Ranrock.
They're after the locket. You said you discovered something in it.
Yes, yes. I discovered an inscription. When I read it aloud, this map appeared. Clever enchantment. It's a map of Hogwarts, to be sure, but I do not know where it leads.
It leads
right,
to
the way it actually tells you where the common rooms are.
Section, to be precise, and a bit beyond. I see traces of magic there on the map.
I suspected you would see something.
Shall we go?
I appreciate your enthusiasm, and I'm eager to discover what we may find there as well. But if our experience at Gringotts, let alone what happened to Miriam, taught me anything, it's that the path we're on is terribly dangerous. I'd like you to work with Professor Hecat a bit, before we continue.
But sir, how dangerous could the library be? Perhaps we're only after a book.
Perhaps we are only after a book, but we should be prepared for anything. Once you've honed your defensive magic further, come and see me. I'll let Professor Hecat know to expect you.
Okay. So my guess now is we're off to Defense Against the Dark Arts. Let's let it trigger first. It's actually saying I'm already... Okay.
What are you up to now?
I'm intrigued to wonder why they're playing just this music specifically. I actually videoed two ghosts having a an actual sword fight.
I'm here about the new spell you wanted to teach me, Professor.
Good. Professor Fig indicated a certain urgency to you completing your defensive magic assignments. As such, you are to learn Incendio, the fire-making spell, handy for lighting torches, burning away spider webs, and, when necessary, defending against those who would wish to do us harm.
Sounds versatile.
Quite. But before we get started, I'd like you to complete a few tasks. You may be surprised by some of them. Astonishing how much students don't think their professors know. When you're finished, come and see me. Then we shall begin working on Incendio. You know where to find me once you've finished.
She's talking about the crossed wands.
Seems crossed wands isn't as secret as it's believed to be.
If I do get a claim for this, then it doesn't get removed, this music, because technically the composer is dead, and they never felt these particular composers now never fell under the law of copyright, so I did my last battle with Sebastian, so I might actually do it this time with...
I think so. We shall...
First.
Hello, Lucan. May I use the training dummy?
Of course. I'll fetch it and give you a list of combinations to practice. Ready to have a try now?
That would be wonderful.
Be sure to cast all your spells before the dummy lands. If you need to stop practicing before you finish all of them, let me know. Nicely done.
Right, so...
Good one.
So with these, I have found... So in between each R2 spell you do,
I'd say that's enough
hit it
practice.
slowly, because if you go too fast, it will
I say better
overlap
to discover one's
that
weaknesses
spell.
during practice than during a duel. You'll be a fearsome challenger now.
Right, okay, so now we're going to do, for that to practice with...
Hello, Lucan. Is the next round of Crossed Wands all set?
Why, yes it is. I've got a great match lined up. Ready for another round?
I'm ready. Let's do it.
Brilliant. Are you dueling with a partner?
So I'm going to do it with Natsai this time,
Then let's get to it.
or Natty. I do believe she'd actually asked me to call her Natty.
Apologies in advance.
This was the one that they all thought was a Weasley because of the ginger hair. At the time, to be fair, it did actually show his name with Weasley, but they changed it.
Is that all you've got? Stupid one. Levioso.
There goes my wager.
You're better than that.
Accio. Levioso. Lumos. Reparo.
Levioso.
Protego.
Don't shy away now.
Accio. Levioso.
I could never duel like that. Bravo!
I gave it my all.
You did indeed. The other duelists have already taken notice of you, but after that last round, they'll really have it in for you. You'd better keep practicing if you want a chance at winning, or at least surviving the next round. I'll let you know when we're ready. Hope to see you then. The next round is for all the gobstones, so to speak.
Right, so we can now actually go out here.
Assignment's all finished. Revelio.
The Well of the Four Beasts. Some students believe that a wish made over the well of four beasts, whether near the celestial griffin, chimera or hippogriff, will come true for one who has gained the trust of any of the four. Okay. Fair dues to them.
Revelio.
I might just run down here, see if I can activate this flue flame. I believe there is one down here. It's a great shame we didn't get a chance to actually pick the pet that we wanted. Yeah, there is one.
You can't imagine how inconvenient travel was.
Okay, I'm guessing there has to be a certain level to do that one then. Right, so I'm not going to waste time. Let's just I keep pressing the wrong button to what's the word I'm looking for? To fast travel. Right, so we'll do this quickly.
I trust Mr. Brattleby was able to accommodate you and that you found success in your endeavors.
You could say we did.
I finished all of the tasks you gave me, Professor Hecat.
Glad to hear it. Then you should be ready to learn Incendio.
Should be, Professor.
Yes. I'm sorry to say, I visited enough careless colleagues at St. Mungo's to assure you that fire is a fickle servant. Your spellcasting has impressed me thus far, but please maintain focus. I would rather we not end today's lesson with your robes aflame. Let us begin. And remember, focus on the proper wand movement. Concentrate, and keep your wand steady.
Okay.
Good work.
Oh, it's because I need to actually select it, that's why. Right, now, I do believe we should be able to talk to... Maybe afterwards, then let's just...
Incendio!
Getting it. Keep at it. And do try not to incinerate yourself.
I will not. Now, you can actually speak to the professors. Now, just over here, if you do Revelio, there is an actual field guide list for the Hebridean dragon. I happened to just discover it by chance, so I'm telling you now because I don't think I did it in any of the previous videos.
Revelio.
So you notice when he does that, he says Revelio, even though he didn't need to. I actually wonder if there's something hidden behind here. If there actually is. Right, now, before we...
There you are. Revelio.
Just gonna nick a few things from your office, Professor.
Hello, sir. You'll be pleased to know that I worked on my defensive magic with Professor Hecat.
So I hear. She tells me you've taken rather well to your new wand. You must continue to work with her and your other professors to improve your skills. That said, I don't wish to postpone our visit to the library any longer. So, shall we proceed?
Fig! I have work for you. Come.
Headmaster, I'm with a student and my schedule...
Your schedule will wait indefinitely, as will your student. I would think that after all the trouble you caused me with Osric, you'd be eager to make amends. My office, 5 minutes.
That man is exasperating. Unfortunately, our trip to the restricted section will have to wait a bit longer.
But, Professor...
We have no choice. It would be unwise to provoke our illustrious headmaster further. I shall find you when I've completed whatever toils I must endure.
See, what makes me think is that he, you know, he had literally 5 minutes to go to the library, say to the librarian, right, this student has got permission to go into the restricted section and then report to Professor Black.
Perhaps he'll have an idea.
But instead, we've got to do it another way.
Sebastian, there you are.
There you are. You promised me an explanation for what happened in the Three Broomsticks. Not many students have Victor Rookwood's attention. What was that all about?
It seems he's working with Ranrock, and Ranrock is after something I found at Gringotts.
Ranrock? And when were you at Gringotts?
Professor Fig and I ended up there after the dragon attack. It's quite the tale. Fig had this port key.
A port key? To Gringotts? I'm not sure I follow.
I barely follow myself, and I was there. Anyway, we ended up in an ancient vault where we found a map. That map leads to the restricted section.
You can't be serious.
Deadly serious. Professor Fig has insisted that I not tell a soul about any of this. I've probably said too much.
Understood. Your secret's safe with me. Whatever it is.
Thank you, Sebastian. You mentioned being clever enough not to get caught in the restricted section.
And I am. Meet me outside the library tonight, and tell no one.
What will happen if we're caught in the restricted section?
Detention, no doubt. But a word of caution or two will help. For one, avoid Peeves the poltergeist. Aside from wanton destruction of property, he loves nothing more than telling on the likes of us.
Seems to me that's not a proper poltergeist.
How concerned should I be about the librarian?
Madam Scribner doesn't take kindly to clandestine activities taking place amongst her precious books. So do all that you can to avoid her. She and I have had our entanglements, but I can hold my own against her. You may not be so lucky.
Thank you, Sebastian. I'll meet you later.
Right, so as you can see, this doesn't give us much choice but to go into this. Oh, it's the dragon's head moving in there.
See there? That's the door we need to reach. And those annoying prefects would love nothing more than to rat on us to Scribner, so don't let them see us. Understood?
I can be sneaky. Let's go.
Hold on now. There's a spell you should know. The Disillusionment Charm. Good for getting places you're not supposed to be. Cast it and you'll appear as little more than a trick of the light, just as long as you keep your distance and stay quiet.
You mean I'll actually be able to turn invisible?
Something like that. It's not as foolproof as a cloak, but those are expensive. And spells are free. Give it a try.
Right, okay, so...
Silent as a grave.
I shall pretend I cannot see you.
Now, I think if we're lucky, because they're not looking... Wow.
Blast. The librarian's still here. Quick, behind the bookcase.
You told me the librarian would be gone by now.
I said usually, but it'll still be all right. Do you see her desk behind me? The key is in the drawer of that desk. Now, here's what we're going to do. I'll create a distraction to draw her away. You focus on getting the key. I'll meet you outside of the restricted section.
Wait, why do we need a key? Isn't there a spell for this?
Alohomora. That's how I always used to get in. But the librarian twigged that I knew the spell and cast an anti-Alohomora charm on the lock. So now it's just this key. But don't worry. I said I'd get you in, and I always keep my word. Trust me.
Yeah, it's a shame you couldn't have taught us that. Right, so one thing I learned when I did this for the video was to let him do the distraction, then go. Let her go and search for him.
Someone there? Is that you, Peeves?
Now we have to be careful here because she does come back this way.
That wasn't so difficult after all. How to find that book.
Now, just so you know, if you do miss anything in here...
Oh, that one's charmed to look more useful than it is. It's fooled me twice. Never judge a tome by its cover, I say.
So if there's anything you miss, then this is going to be unlocked after that point. Now, I had a lot of difficulty with this.
Ghost, don't let her see you. Should be in the clear now. No need for us to be skulking about.
So what is it you've been looking for?
I'm looking for a cure to help my twin sister, Anne, so that she can return to Hogwarts. Because Merlin knows everyone else has given up.
Why do you think we'll find a cure in the restricted section? Does the Hogwarts matron have nothing that can help out?
No, we've tried everyone from Nurse Blaney to St. Mungo's. But I can research on my own. No need to concern yourself with that right now.
Revelio.
Let's focus on what you're after. Which is what, precisely?
I'll know it when I see it.
You're being awfully cryptic.
See, I just got 500 from that. Right, I do believe we're actually alright from this point, so I'm not gonna... the fact that I got through that so easily was, given the difficulty I had before, is kind of ironic.
Revelio.
Oh.
Leviosa.
Oh, I keep pressing the wrong button. Oh, I think this is...
Who have we here? Sebastian Sallow and his new little friend. Out exploring where they shouldn't be. Naughty, naughty. You'll get caughty.
Peeves, don't you...
I'm going to tell. I'm going to tell. I'm going to tell.
Sounds like an overgrown child.
Blasted Peeves! I've got to stop him, or at least get to the librarian with a good excuse for all of this.
Wait, I don't want you getting into trouble for me.
I have a way with the faculty when it comes to disciplinary matters. Besides, I like having friends who are in my debt. Now go. Good luck in your search. Now,
I don't know why he threatened him with the bloody Baron.
I know just the spell to repair this armor.
Yes, this one.
Repairer. Of course, traces of ancient magic. There must be more to this room.
Right now, I'm sure I just see a chest, so before I do that...
Revelio. That's it. Where might this lead? Revelio.
Just... oh.
Levioso. Potato. Stupefy.
It's amazing how it tells you after you the fact you've done something.
Revelio.
Right, doesn't appear to be anything in here. Right, before I do... so that one's the best one. Well, I might actually leave those on because they're Ravenclaw colours. Definitely could take that off though. Deal with all that.
Potato. Levioso. Stupefy. Levioso. Revelio.
I'd love to know you get to that bit. Oh. So I hate about this part is you have to be so quick.
Revelio. This must be the way forward, but to where? Nearly there. Best keep my wits about me.
Alright, okay.
Revelio.
Is that everybody?
It is a book after all.
So all of these could use ancient magic as well. Interesting.
You wanted to see me? Headmistress Fitzgerald, Professor Rackham.
Miss Isadora Morganach, welcome.
Professor Rookwood, Professor Bakar.
We understand that you are adjusting well to life at Hogwarts.
I am.
I am glad. Especially in light of your unusual situation, starting as a 5th year.
As it happens, I was also admitted to Hogwarts as a 5th year. I've never heard of another like us.
Miss Morganach, when we spoke yesterday after class, you asked about the beautiful swirls you saw years
Who's a
ago.
relation of Victor
I
Rookwood's?
recognized you all immediately. I cannot thank you enough for what you did.
We were glad to help.
And yes, I did see swirls of magic everywhere that day. My father insists it was my imagination running wild, but it was certainly real to me.
It was not your imagination.
Percival, Professor Rackham can see them too. But we've never known of another who could.
I don't understand. What are they?
The whispers or traces that appear when a particular form of ancient magic is wielded.
Ancient magic?
Few are capable of wielding it. Hogwarts itself is a stronghold of ancient magic.
So if I can see traces of ancient magic, does that mean I can wield it too?
With the proper training.
But let us not get ahead of ourselves, Miss Morganach.
Before I can train you to wield such magic, you must first master all that Hogwarts has to offer.
A magic this powerful can do great harm in the wrong hands. It must be wielded by a select few. As such, we ask that you not speak to anyone about what we have discussed here today.
Sebastian.
Sneaking in the restricted section again! I had thought we were through with this mischief. Clearly detentions are insufficient. I'm afraid I must take this to the headmaster.
But that being said, Peeves informs me that you didn't come alone tonight. If someone has coerced you, I would have you tell me. You're a bright boy. Don't waste this.
I'm sure she was modelled on the former Prime Minister Margaret Thatcher.
I came alone.
Oh, Sebastian. What will your uncle say?
See what I mean? He just behaves like an overgrown child, Peeves. So look, just like that, everything goes, and now you can just go back in there.
Revelio.
Right, okay, return to Professor Fig's classroom. Right, so we'll do that, and then I think I'm going to bring this stream to an end for tonight. I have to be up for a 6 o'clock or 6 a.m. Well, I have to be out for 3 a.m. to be in work for 6 a.m. As the seems to be holding up really well with the internet for the streaming, I can go ahead tomorrow with more of it. I also want to catch up on the Disney Dreamlight Valley as well during the week, so it'll be a mixture of the both. Right, okay, so
You cannot be serious. Goblins working with Rookwood makes no sense.
It is rather unorthodox, to say the least.
Unorthodox? It's inconceivable. It's... Ah, Fig. You have a visitor. I'll see what I can find out.
Sir, I was able to search the restricted section while you were with Professor Black. It was a book we were after.
We couldn't have said that in the cutscene.
That's... Wait. You accessed the restricted section? But how? Thinking on it, perhaps it's best you spare me the details.
Fair enough. In fact, the book was below the restricted section as it appeared on the map.
I want to hear everything. First, let's have a look.
It's just like me when I'm reading a new book.
Some of these pages seem to be missing. It appears someone has got to the book before us. Still, I will need time to study what remains. Perhaps we can still salvage something useful, though it may take some time. I wonder why it was here, below Hogwarts.
I think I know, sir. I saw 2 more memories where I found the book.
Another pensive. Godric's heart.
The man we saw before, Percival Rackham, was a professor here. The first memory showed him and 3 other professors using ancient magic to restore a hamlet from a drought.
Miriam was right. And the second memory?
They were talking to a student who started as a 5th year, like I did. She could see traces of magic too.
Why those memories? Perhaps this book will explain. Now I'll have to take it with me to London. The headmaster has insisted that I speak directly to the minister about George's death.
What will you tell them about Mr. Osric's death?
I don't know how much I dare say. George tried to convince the ministry about Ranrock, but to no avail. My instinct is to follow the path we are on for the moment and keep the details to ourselves until we know more.
I understand. I'll see what I can learn about the missing pages while you're gone.
Good. Don't neglect your studies. Your wand work is improving by the day. But you'll want to pay attention in herbology and potions. There's more to magic than spellcasting.
Plenty to keep me occupied while you're gone.
You've done exceptionally well. I look forward to seeing all that you've accomplished when I return. Oh, and don't neglect your friends. You may be surprised by how much you can learn from them as well.
Right, okay. So I will be bringing this to an end just shortly. So this is what I actually wanted to show you. So I actually discovered this by pure accident, and I will show you where exactly I found it, because I found it when I was looking for Zenobia Noakes, I believe her name was, gobstones. But this tells you how to work out how to do those doorways. So it, depending on which one you get, it's a case of adding or minusing. So as it essentially said there, arithmetic, basically mathematics, or maths, as you say in America, we sometimes call it numeracy over here, depending. So Professor Black might have suggested a ban on magic in the library. Someone has been sneaking into the restricted section, and Cressida Bloom seems to think the library as her own personal arena in which to practice her latest incantations. It is most disruptive. One might consider Peeves tame by comparison to such antics. I wouldn't say that. I'm telling you now, some of you may disagree in the comments, and you know, you're very welcome to disagree with the fact that I absolutely loathe Peeves. I think he just behaves like a very spoilt child who hasn't clearly grown up. I don't actually know why that's still highlighting. Oh. Okay, so anyway. Let's claim these. That's just started. Right, so these actually go into the same areas as your fanatic robes and that. So those are the ones that you'll get to keep. So they're not actually sellable, essentially. I would kind of like to do something that...
Meet me in Lower Hogsfield as soon as possible. I would like to talk to you about Rookwood and Harlow, and it might be best to do so outside of the castle.
Right.
It's time to prove your dueling mettle and see if we've a new school champion. Meet me at the usual place for the final round of crossed wands. Also, the training dummy is still available.
Right, so this is Onimus Gaunt.
Have asked that I teach you an additional defensive spell. Please complete the assignments I have given you.
Descendant of Salazar Slytherin.
See me in my classroom.
As you can see, his wand is he's using his wand to walk him around. The reason being is because he is blind, which you can actually see when you look into his eyes. Right, so this is just to introduce the fact that we're now being opened up to the world map. So I'm not going to do this just yet. I'm going to do the cross wands bit, and then I think I'm going to finish it. So I've got to do the... oh, hang on. Right, so I can cast the Incendio probably in the actual dueling thing, but the other thing I'll have to do afterwards. So let's quickly do this and then... oh, hang on.
Lumos.
Oh, I think I know where that is. That's by Fig's office.
Revelio.
There you go.
Lumos.
I've always said that travel broadens.
I couldn't work this out before where this butterfly was, and I just suddenly thought, after mentioning about that picture earlier on and having something to do what's it, I just suddenly recognised it. Right, so that's what I wanted it to get me up to level 13. Right, so let's... I said I was going to do this and then we were going to end it, so that's what I'll do, exactly what I'll do. Because if I don't, I will not go to sleep, and I cannot afford another sleepless night. Oh, of course I can do this now.
Incendio.
Oh, just so you know, there is a field guide here. I just happened to discover it by pure chance. So it's not something that I actually did in my previous videos, I believe. If I did, then I apologise. As I said at the beginning, this is slightly different due to the restarting. Right, so this one I'm going to finish with Sebastian, but I'll do the training dummy first.
Hello, Lucan. I'd like to practice with the training dummy.
Excellent idea. This time will be a bit more of a challenge. Ready?
Right, now you'll see why I'll say this. You need to do this a little slower between...
Wonderful. I'll set things up. Remember to cast all the spell combinations before the dummy lands again.
The spell combinations.
If you need to stop practicing before you finish all of them, let me know.
Right, so... So that's the easy part.
Nicely done.
The good thing about this is that it does reset each one for each one that you do.
Incendio.
Good one.
Right.
Incendio. Leviosa. Accio. Incendio.
So when you do it at the end, you can go as fast as you like, because it'll obviously stop automatically.
Impressive wand work. I'd hate to face you in a duel.
Thanks, Lucan. You've been a great help.
Oh, stop. Don't make me blush. Seriously, well done. Training dummies will think twice before challenging you again. Plus, you'll be even more formidable in crossed wands. Other duelists had better beware.
So if my hair, or the hair that I had before I changed it, had been more like Lucan Brattleby's hair,
Is the final round of cross wands ready?
then I would have probably kept it
Comes down to
for a little while.
the moment that we find out if your training and dedication is enough to win it all. Ready for a shot at glory?
I certainly am.
Brilliant. Are you dealing with a partner?
Now you can do this alone, or you can do it with somebody, but I'm going to do it with Sebastian.
Then let's get started.
We can make this a real victory.
That's the spirit.
I'm intrigued to find out how he's related to Molly Weasley, because he's a pruitt like she is.
Leviosa.
You're better than that.
Accio.
Like a winner.
I've missed that one.
Incendio. Accio. Leviosa. Incendio. Potato. Stupefy. Accio. Incendio.
There goes my wager.
Some big hits that round.
What a victory! You've won the tournament!
I'm just pleased to have done as well as I did.
And we're pleased to have such a gracious champion. Now, to the victor goes the prize! And so it is my great honor to present you with this simple yet elegant token of supreme dueling accomplishment.
Thank you. It's been an honor.
You earned it. You are a duelist to be reckoned with. Now that we've definitively crowned the tournament winner, I suppose I should get back to my schoolwork. Wonder how my herbology plants are doing. I haven't tended them in ages.
Well,
You can't be beat, can you?
Shame it's over. I was just getting started.
Okay, well that is it then. I am going to end here. As you can see, I've completed one part of the part assignment there, so we'll continue with these tomorrow. And the stream won't be private like it is today. This was just a test run to make sure that I didn't have any issues with the internet cutting out again. So thank you very much for watching. I sincerely hope you enjoyed what you saw. If you did, please hit the like and subscribe button if you haven't subscribed already, and as there will be more of Hogwarts Legacy to come. And if you're so inclined, hit the notification bell to be notified when I'm going live or I've uploaded a new video. Tonight, the most recent Hogwarts Mystery episode has gone up as well. So again, thank you very much. I hope you all have a very good week, and I'll see you in tomorrow's live stream. Until then, goodbye for now, and happy gaming, everybody.